have lived for the most time of my life in Montreal, but I'm born in the Tyrol. And the Tyrol is a very special country because already 800 years ago, it was a democracy. The peasants were free. And together with the burghers and the clergy and the aristocrats, the nobility, they formed the government. There was no king, there was no emperor, just the Count of Tyrol. And so you can understand that very often the hero of a Tyrolean story is a commoner. The story that I'm going to tell you now, it's such a case. It's called the Schneider Flick. Now, a Schneider is a tailor, and his name Flick means that he's doing repair work. Here it goes. Der Schneiderflick, der ist nicht dick. Die Schneiderin, die ist nicht dünn. Du lieber Gott, wo führt das hin? The tailor is not fat. Tailors in stories never are fat. Don't ask me why, that's how it is. Tailors in stories are always thin. But his wife, she is not thin. She isn't fat either. She is enormous. Why? Well, from the very first moment she wakes up in the morning to the very last moment before she falls asleep in the evening, she eats. And she nibbles and she munches, and of course, she gets bigger and bigger. And the tailor, her husband, is worried. My God, he says, that's not healthy. She will die. And tell me, where will I then find a coffin that fits her size? Tell me. One day, a stranger comes to the tailor's shop, a man in a blue coat, and the blue coat is torn. Sit down, my good man, says the tailor. I'll repair it right away, and while you wait, my wife will prepare for you a sandwich. The wife is happy. An excuse to go to the kitchen, that's perfect. She goes there, she takes a loaf of Tyrolean peasant bread, cuts a thick slice, puts on some smoked meat, some pickles, delicious. It smells so good. She can't resist. She eats it herself. Doesn't matter, she can make another one. She prepares a ham sandwich, but that too disappears into her stomach. And a cheese sandwich, and an egg sandwich, and only when finally there is no more room down there, she makes a slice of bread and butter, sprinkles some salt on it, and brings it to the man in the blue coat. The blue coat is repaired in the meantime. He's wearing it already. He takes the sandwich, he thanks her, and doing so, he looks deep into her eyes. And he says, Madam, I see. You have a problem with your eyes. I could help you. Oh no, she says, my eyes are perfect, but my knees hurt me, so I can hardly walk. If you could do something for my knee. But he seems not to be listening. He lifts his hand, touches her eyes, and says, you shall see better. And he leaves. Crazy customer, she says. But at that very moment, an 11-year-old girl comes into the tailor's shop. She is the oldest daughter of a very poor neighbor who has lots of children. And she comes once a week to pick up remnants of material that the tailor doesn't need anymore. She then stitches little panties and shirts for her siblings. Today, the tailor's wife looks at her, and it is as if she saw her for the first time. "My," she says, "you are thin. Your arms, your legs, they are like matches. You must be starving. Wait, I will prepare something for you." And she disappears into the kitchen. And she doesn't prepare one sandwich. No, she fills a basket full with sandwiches and brings them to the girl and says, "There, take it. It's for your family. Eat your fill. And you know, from now on, you can come every day. I will provide for you." No. Don't thank me. We can afford it. You see, the tailor's wife's eyes have changed. All of a sudden, she can see misery, sorrow, loneliness, despair, and what's better, she can see how she can help, and she does it, and she enjoys it. And doing so, she has no more time to eat and to nibble and munch all the time. She doesn't need it anymore. And of course, over time, she loses weight. And there comes a day when the tailor says, "My love, you have become as pretty as you were when I first met you, when I fell in love with you." What a story.